If reading feels heavy, frustrating, or impossible, it's not your fault, dear busy professional. It is your brain carrying old reading wounds. Reading wounds? Come closer. Let's have this conversation. Hello, I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach, and I help you master confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. And today we're talking about the 3 hours of reading trauma. You're welcome to the conversation. Today, you want to hit the like button, you want to share this live with someone that should be here, because it shouldn't be here alone, especially when you know people that are struggling with reading trauma. Let's have this conversation, shall we? Welcome to the conversation for today. I'm Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. My job is to help you master confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. Today's conversation, we want to talk about how you can actually heal from reading trauma. And hey, if you've gotten my latest guide, why you read the way you do, 10 ways to heal from reading trauma, let me know in the comment section. Yes, I have. Like, that guide is a masterpiece that everybody... Sorry, please. And everybody has been reaching out to say this guide is amazing. Thank you for putting this out in a piece. And I'm saying thank you too for even deciding to read from me. It is appreciated and we are truly, truly grateful. All right. So today I want to go into the 3 hours of reading trauma. And hey, if you haven't gotten my guide yet, my latest guide is Why You Read the Way You Do, 10 Ways to Heal from Reading Trauma. Now, I've been doing this research for years, having worked with busy professionals across the globe. And one of the questions I always get is, why is it that when I pick a book, I cannot finish? Why is it hard for me to start a book and finish it? Why does it feel like I'm not interested in reading, even when I know I do? I was this bookworm. I was this person who loved books, but I don't know what's happening to me. It doesn't feel like it's that enthusiastic me anymore. And then the Lord is just going, and then a lot is just going on. It's feeling like, what's the problem? And then we had to do research, and then we found out that, hey, this thing is called reading trauma. Okay, if reading feels like a chore, if reading isn't something you want to do, if it's feeling like reading is something you want to do, but sorry about that. Hey. Okay, sorry about that. We needed to fix that. Okay, if reading feels like a chore, it feels like something you want to do, but you don't know why you cannot do it. You have books, you keep buying books, you never get to read them. And then that whole roller coaster just has been continuing for years. If you've gotten my guide, my latest guide, Why You Read the Way You Do, then let me know the session I have. Let me know in the comment section. Yes, I have. Yes, I've sent the guide. All right. Now, I want to talk about something really deep and personal. The 3 hours of reading trauma. Now, the truth is that reading trauma is real. And it has affected most professionals in ways that they never knew was possible. Most busy professionals never consider that the struggle they're having with their reading could be largely coming from reading trauma, something personal, something that has to do. So the truth is that our past never pass away. Let me say that quickly. When it comes to trauma, when it comes to experiences that we have in life, our past never pass away. They leave echoes. They leave silent marks, blueprints. They leave mental blueprints in us. And so our past never passes away. And including the past that you had with books. You know that past you had when you were 3 years old, when you were 14-year-old, and your mom kept on saying, you see this Christmas clothes I've been talking about, if you don't finish this book, they buy you voluminous books, and if you don't finish it in 3 days, you're not going for that Christmas party. Now, this whole experience never passed away. It has led to reading trauma. Now, I know you've heard it before, but you see the avoidance of books that you're experiencing now, and you're just saying, I'm too busy. As a busy professional, it is largely tied to this trauma. Largely tied to this trauma. Most busy professionals never consider this, yet these experiences, the previous experiences, hello and no cyber, the previous experiences, every single experience you had about trauma, one thing is sure. All right, so we're diving into something more personal, and most professionals don't know that for every single experience they had with The struggles with reading, it leaves mental and emotional blueprints in you that determines how you now view books. So all of the avoidance, all of the I don't like books, all of the I don't have time to read, all of the guilt you feel when the year is coming to an end because of that is all trauma. Yes, trauma may sound strong, but let me explain. When reading feels like a chore, when you pick up a book and you don't finish it, you pick up a book, you immediately feel tired. You've been talking with your friends all day, but the moment you just pick up that book, tiredness sets in, anxiety sets in. Or when you look at your bookshelf, as the year is coming to an end, you have over 60 books with not up to 3 read completely, cover to cover. The guilt that sets in. When all of this is happening to you, it's not about your schedule. Dear busy professional, it's not about your schedule. It's not about your motivation. It's about what I call reading trauma. And the truth is, there is a way out. So today's conversation is on the 3 hours of reading trauma. There are 3 basic hours of reading trauma: recognize, reflect, rewire. I'm going to be walking you through these 3 hours, and I'll be taking you out of the space where you feel like reading is a chore, because one of my greatest desires is to make the world move away from tech binging, social media binging, to book binging. And I know that you cannot get addicted to something you do not enjoy. So addiction has a lot to do with pleasure. Addiction has a lot to do with enjoyment, with fun, right? So my job, my mandate on this earth is to make you master confidence, smartness, through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. And you cannot read smartly if you do not enjoy it. So before you reach for your calendar or plan to fit in reading to your schedule for tomorrow, pause for a moment. Because maybe you're hearing reading. And it feels like, Coach Grace is after my life. Everything she's saying is reading. And I'm feeling like I'm not making any attempt. I just want to read my books. And she keeps just saying, read. And then you're just wondering, what do I do? Now, let me say this. I need you to pause. Let us talk. Hello, Babatunde. Babalola, I beg your pardon. Yes, it's so good to have you here. Before you go, hi, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and stay in here. Let's talk. I said before you fit in reading to your schedule for tomorrow, or your schedule for next year, or you're planning your schedule for next year. Okay, Babalola, thank you for joining me. You didn't miss a whole lot. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. sharing everything about confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. Hey, Mr. Chris, so good to have you here. And today we're talking about the 3 hours of reading trauma, because my goal on earth is to see more busy professionals binge on books. But you know the truth, you cannot binge on books if you do not love it, if it's not giving you pleasure and fun, because addiction has a lot to do with fun, something you enjoy. So my job is to make smart reading very easy and fun for you and addictive for you, because when you achieve that, you can achieve smart thinking, then you can achieve smart speaking, and that's the place where you now hit confidence, smartness. You know that professional you're admiring yourself to be, that one you're desiring that you want to be. That's how to get there. All right, let's get into the conversation of the day. Why does reading feel like pressure? And that's the question. Why does it feel? By the way, don't be here alone, okay? If you know a professional who's struggling with their reading, they've left their books, they keep buying books, they never read it, they feel anxious about reading a book, they feel guilty that the year is ending and they haven't read their book, share this live with them. Yay, Precious is in the building. So good to have you here, Precious. Share this live with them. Go and call everybody you know. Post it in that your community and come and hear about reading, so that next year they can achieve their reading goals. If they don't hear, if they don't know that reading trauma exists, it will be hard to read. Reading will continually become a chore. People are lazy to reading. Yes, Babalola, thank you for joining this conversation. I love it that you're here. Now, why does reading feel like pressure, even when it's something you want to do? Why do you start and stop? Why do you abandon books or you avoid them entirely? There is a reason. Why do you do reading lists? Buy books. The year is coming now, you start, you can't buy more books. Maybe you are in various academies, or maybe you're running a program and they're telling you, buy books. And it just feels overwhelming. You love to buy books. You know that books are important, all right? But there's just something, you just feel somewhere. Today we're unpacking the 3 hours, practical unpacking, okay? The 3 hours of reading trauma, brain-friendly ways you can actually heal your reading life and reclaim your curiosity, your confidence, and your joy. My job is to make sure that you enjoy reading. You reclaim your confidence, your joy, your pleasure, because you know the truth. The way you read affects your confidence. Let me say this. I'm the confidence coach, but I don't just teach confidence. I teach beyond confidence, confidence smartness. And I have seen that one of the greatest ways to hit confidence smartness. It's true smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. The way you speak is determined by how you think. How you think is a product of how you read. What you read, how you read, when you read it. Hey, Favor. Hi. So good to have you here. So what are the 3 hours of reading drama? Let's go. So good to have you here. First time. Yeah. Favor is here for the first time. So good to have you here. Don't leave here. We're here all the time. Now, the first hour is recognize. If you want to, Favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in. If you want to heal from reading drama, and trust me, if you grew up, I got it. Yes, Baba Lola, thank you. I got it. Thank you. That's why I say you will love it being here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. I'm that confidence coach that you need. All right. The second A is recognize. You need to spot the wounds that you had with reading. Reading trauma begins early. And most times it begins often unnoticed. You don't even notice it. Oh, you're welcome, Favor. You don't even notice that it's existing, but it's there. It begins often unnoticed. School experiences where reading was timed, reading was graded, reading was pressured into you, reading was criticized. It begins unnoticed. You haven't noticed it all through your life. And now you're wondering why at 42, when you know that all of the most successful people on the earth are all book bingers. You know they all read. You've heard Elon Musk say, I built the Tesla cars by books. You've heard people say, if you're Christian, you've heard your pastors, or whatever religion you are, you've heard people talk about books, even in that religion, the greatest of people there, how much they read. But at 42, you're wondering, why is it that I cannot finish one book? Why? You need to start recognizing. That's the first hour for reading drama. Spot the wounds. Spot the wounds. Maybe you grew up in homes where books were symbol of pressure. So there were books in your own home, but maybe they were symbols of pressure rather than symbols of exploration. So the sight of books, and you just see your mom coming and she says, you know what? If you don't finish that book, that your cousin's birthday party, you are not going. Or you've had adulthood experiences where you felt guilty. You felt guilty for not finishing or judged for reading slowly. Now, if these experiences have happened to you, you need to start spotting them. And I want to walk you through this journey of spotting these experiences. The truth is that these experiences leave invisible scars. They leave invisible scars. They make your brain associate reading with stress. That's why you're struggling with reading. That's the trauma you are dealing with. It is deep. It is true. It is real. You cannot live in denial. The first steps towards healing and finally getting to a place where you can read and finish your books, you buy books, you sit down, you finish them, is for you to start spotting. As I'm talking to you now, start spotting. Start spotting. What is happening to you? You need to start spotting these now. Recognize. Start spotting it. Start spotting it. What's happening to you? What are the signs you are carrying? Do you postpone reading endlessly? Even for books that you are excited about? Like your sister or the latest book by Femi Otedola, Making It Big. You are excited about this book. In fact, your excitement made you buy it. Maybe it was money you kept to just give yourself a treat over the weekend. I just said, let me leave this cup of parfait that I want to take. Let me just go and buy this book. I'm excited. I've heard so much about the Femi Otedola's book. There's so much of noise. And you were excited. You bought the book. But you have postponed it endlessly. It's been 4 months that you've been postponing to read that book. 4 months. 4 months. You keep postponing. Or number 2, you feel tensed, frustrated, or tired before you even start the page. So since morning, you have been jumping up and down, talking to everybody, aligning everything. What you experienced in Senegal? Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing. Okay, if it links to this, well, thank you for sharing. And then you've been talking, you've been chatting, you've been having everything that's happened to you, but the moment you just pick a book, tension starts, frustration starts. Tiredness begins before you even start a page. Next, he says, yes, precious, the way you read affects your confidence. It's a big deal. And I'm that first confidence coach that is saying it because the message I was giving was not come and teach confidence. The message I was giving is come and teach confidence smartness. They are struggling with their smartness because they don't understand that you cannot hit confidence smartness until you read smart, think smart, speak smart. Number 3, the third sign that you need to start spotting so that you can start knowing and getting yourself out of reading drama is that you skim or skip to avoid concentration. So you pick a book and you just think, you're afraid of concentrating. You're afraid of concentrating. You're afraid of concentrating. Number 4, you abandon books halfway. And you just say, I'll come back later. You just rationalize, I'll come back later. Like, it's very normal. I'll just come back later. There's nothing there. It's not this book. The way I started the book, I know that I will come back. But you never come back. Number 5, you compare yourself to others who read more or read faster. Now, that's why I said you need to spot your experience. And I'm giving you these examples so you can begin to spot it out. Because the last thing you want to do, if you want to pick up your reading habit from where you left it off from, do not compare your journey. So you've heard Coach Leslie say, I've been doing a book a week of all year round for years now. Don't compare. Don't compare. Your reading trauma is bespoke to you. Your experiences. So the way we read in adulthood, I beg your pardon, the way we read books, our relationship with books and the way we relate with books, our relationship with books is largely tied to our experiences with books in childhood. Yeah. Our first experiences with books during childhood, during the times where you had no control over your reading desire, over your reading schedule, determined how you control your reading in adulthood. Now, let me explain this. If at childhood, you were never given room to just see books on the shelf, pick them and read them, if that environment was not there, that consciousness was not there. Now that you're an adult, even when you buy the books by yourself, create the shelf by yourself, build the room by yourself, you will not read it. Not because you don't want to, but they are imprints. They are emotional blueprints that these experiences have crafted. Our past never pass away. Write it down in the comment section for me. Our past never pass away. Our past never pass away. The first R is recognize. Thank you, precious. The first R is recognize. So we're trying to recognize it. So I'm giving you some, hello Mohammed, some spots you need to recognize. Number 5. Number 6, I beg your pardon. You feel guilt, shame. Our past never pass away. Thank you, Chris. Our past never pass away. Number 5 is that, number 6, I beg your pardon. You feel guilt, shame, or irritation around reading. The year is coming to an end, and the guilt has started. The shame has started. I'm here. I don't even know what's wrong with me. Calm down. It is good if you're feeling this way because you're listening to me now, you can spot that, oh, something happened to me. Oh, I never saw adults read growing up. So somehow in my brain, reading is a childhood thing. You know, it's a teenager thing. It's a school age thing. So you only read to pass exams. After that, you are done. Even signboard, you know, go read. Number 7, you stick to short, easy reads and you avoid depth. You stick to short, easy reads and you avoid depth. So when the book is more than maybe some pages, you don't go in deep. It's strong. It's a sign of trauma. Number 8, you get distracted. You get distracted or anxious when books are on your mind. So people are talking about this book, or maybe somebody's doing a book review, you just scroll past it. You're on social media, and you know you're not even following any channel that is doing anything book review. Even as you come in here and I say this reading, they've come again. Unsubscribe, or you say I'm not going to come back for this live anymore. It's okay. It's your trauma. I actually extend grace to you, actually. Actually, I say, oh, are you sharing your own experience, Pressure? So do you feel tense, frustrated even before reading? Oh, okay. See, listen, you need to get my guide, okay? My guide is now available only for a few days. I'll take it off from free and I'll put a price on it, okay? My latest guide, Why You Read the Way You Do. In that guide, you get 10 ways to heal from the trauma behind I'm too busy to read, okay? So there's a trauma behind that phrase. That's your constant phrase, I'm too busy to read. If you just put the comment section free, or you just send free to the smartspeakersacademy@gmail.com, you get that guide, and it's a step-by-step way to get you to a place of understanding your journey better and seeking healing. Okay? All right, so I'm going to pin it in the comment section. All right. Okay, so the first is to recognize. Number 2, reflect. Reflect. Now, recognizing these signs is step 1. It's seeing the patterns clearly without judgment. That's why I just want you to see the patterns clearly. No judgment, just recognize. Number 2, reflect. Reflect. You need to understand the origins of these patterns that you spotted. Once you recognize the pattern, the next is to reflect. Ask yourself, where did these reading wounds start? Where? Where did it start from? Number 2, ask yourself, which experiences made reading feel unsafe or stressful? Which experiences? Which experiences? Why did it feel unsafe? Why did it feel stressful? Number 3, how has these experiences shaped my adult reading habits? What I need you to do now is take a moment to journal. You can write the questions down after this live. Take a moment to journal or think quietly. What early moments, pressures, or criticisms still echo in my mind when I try to read? Which of them? Which of them? Now, I need you to understand that reflection isn't about blame. Reflection is about awareness. Write it down. Reflect for awareness. Don't reflect for blame game. Reflection is for awareness, not for blame game. As you're going through this reflection, don't start blaming yourself. Don't start saying, I don't know what's wrong with me. No. Reflection isn't about blame. It's about awareness. Your brain isn't lazy or resistant. That's the place of awareness I want you to get into. The place where you now realize that, oh, my brain is not lazy to read. My brain is not resistant to reading. My brain is only holding to the memory of past overwhelm that came with reading. So recognizing this allows you to separate the past experiences from the present opportunity. There's an opportunity for you to actually start reading again. There's an opportunity to finish a book a week. There's an opportunity to finish books even in weeks. However, you need to go through the second hour of reading trauma, which is reflection. Because it's when you reflect that you're not able to separate. So what's happening with the past experiences you've had with reading and why it's now affecting your current situation and opportunity is that they're all mixed together. All right, so you need to take a moment to reflect. When you reflect, it's not about blame, like I said. Sorry about that. It's not about blame. It's about awareness, so that your brain can separate. There has to be a separation technique. There has to be a separation that must go on. A separation where you now differentiate my past, my present opportunity. Like I said, the past never passes.